Yeah.
Keldric, when you look at Vanderbilt, what offensive challenges do they present for you guys?
They come out in a lot of different formations, and they've been doing a lot of things that a lot of stuff we see every week, but they do a lot of read option plays that we haven't seen all year. So it's gonna take a lot of eye discipline and uh, just fundamental sound ball to beat them. Yeah.
Keldric, can you kind of talk about the play that Keyron had on Saturday, how he played in the game?
Oh
You
man.
said it was his best game so far.
Yeah, Keyron played really good, man. He was flying around. You could tell the energy he had before the game, um, and then during the game, it was just electric. He was feeding energy to everybody on the field. Like he was everywhere. I mean, I got my second sack of the night because of him. He was, his effort was out of this world.
You end up obviously playing for a different team now, but you've seen them before. How does that help you this week?
You said what?
The quarterback for Vance.
You said what about him though?
He played for New Mexico State last year.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. Hey man, honestly, I'm just ready. I'm happy we get to play him again. We did not play our best ball against him last year, and he's a great player. Um, he is the face of that offense, face of that team. He's what makes that offense do what it does, and so he's going to be a great challenge for us this week, especially up front. We got to contain him. We can't let him scramble anywhere he wants to go, and he's one of the. I think he's one of the leading rushers in the SEC. I think the guys above him are running backs. So, I mean, he gonna be a great challenge for us. I mean, we know he can throw the ball, but we also know he can run it too. So, I mean, we just gotta play. We gotta play fundamental sound ball. And take him out of the game.
Coach Freed was talking about how important it is to, get that offense out the field, given just how good they are at, the whole clock. How tough is it, as a defense playing against an offense like that that just likes to try to shorten the game?
Um, I'm, I really don't know. I mean, we ain't really played the offense like that. I probably say the only offense that we played that really had a lot of offensive snaps against us would maybe be Cal. I mean, it wasn't that you know it wasn't that they were just killing us. It was more of like we just weren't focused more on our jobs. So I mean, I feel like if we do our jobs on defense, I mean, we can get off the field on third down. Like, that's just how I see it.
Keldric, was there a little more juice in the locker room and in the building coming off of Saturday?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we just needed that win just to see something go the right way. I don't think we ever questioned what we have on this team and what we can accomplish on this team. We've been talking about it all year, how close we are, and we've also mentioned in some of these interviews how sick of talking about how close we were. So being able to see a win on the road, being able to celebrate going back, those plane rides are always a lot more fun whenever you get a win. So I think it was big for our team, especially some of our younger players who are struggling with disappointment. Some of us old guys have been able to learn and grow through some of those valleys already before, but some of these young guys, this is their first time. I mean, some of these guys have never lost a high school game in their life, middle school game in their life, but being able to deal with that disappointment and also grow from it and not just stay the same, I mean, that's ultimately what led to that win Saturday, and I'm just happy for our guys.
Was there a lot that you guys did different in the run game Saturday, or is it more just a matter of execution?
I think it's just a matter of execution and just want to. Not questioning our effort or anything in other games. There was a different kind of physicality there. There was a pride that whenever we started running the football and seeing some of those things happen, some of those successful plays, we kind of were like, oh, we can just run the ball all day. So, it's day one install kind of stuff, which was good, and just things that we try to hold our hat on. So I think it was great that our offensive line went out there and played as physical and as passionate as they did. Tight ends, I feel like we did too, and then obviously having running backs that can make a lot of things easier on you definitely helps.
How much more juice does it kind of give you guys as blockers when you see Jarquez break out for 40, 50 yards?
We were talking about it earlier. I was talking about it with Jeremiah Wright and Bradyn Joiner, just like how much joy we have from just seeing a crease and seeing one of those guys, because Jeremiah said something like, yeah, offensive line, we don't get in the end zone and don't have certain plays drawn up for you. I said, but it makes it all the more better when you pancake somebody and see your running back do it. So we were just talking about how much joy you really get from that, and especially whenever you love and care for the people, and those guys that are running the ball like Jarquez, Damari, Jeremiah, they're such good guys that you really root for them and hope you can do your job for them.
Just the value of those young guys just finding a way to win for the first time. Just how Coach Chris talked about right after the game, just in your experience, and just how valuable is it to get that first experience at this level, like under your belt?
Yeah, I think it's valuable, but also learning how to deal with loss is also valuable. So I think that whole process leading into from a loss leading into prepping for ultimately a win, that's something that, I mean, in this conference you can celebrate it for 20, 30 minutes and then you're already on to the next one. So I think them being able to see that, being able to feel that emotion, that passion, that happiness in that locker room is something that is huge, because now they're going to be hungrier for it again and again and again, because I mean we needed that SEC win really bad, and I've been a part of some good SEC wins, been a part of some bad SEC losses, and being able to deal with both of those maturely, those are the teams that are steady going on to the back half of the season.
What did you think was the turning point in that game for y'all? Something that may have happened that hasn't happened earlier.
Well, Keyron, what were some of the keys for probably your best game at Auburn so far on Saturday against Kentucky? What was working so well for you?
Definitely the pass game. That was definitely my dominant, because that's my bread and butter. But I'm also trying to hone in more on the normal downs and playing the run better. But by so far, that was my best game.
You said that you kind of funneled the quarterback towards Keldric for him to get the 2 sacks.
Yeah.
How did that feel, getting the quarterback kind of like funneling toward another teammate?
It was painful from the beginning, but I'm also a team player, so I'm also about winning and helping my other brother get his stats up.
Did you ask for half a sack?
I did.
Okay.
Keyron, do you feel like things are starting to click for you now? You feel like you went through a process and now you're starting to play to your expectations?
Yes, sir. I feel like I was under a rock, like just for the past 6 games in my head, and just like second guessing myself. And like my past game, I just said I'm gonna go out here and play free and have fun, and like that finally, that confidence, and like I felt like more myself. So yeah.
I think this will be a good stretch here for you in the next 4 games.
Oh yeah, I got high hopes right now. The sky's the limit.
Have you seen much film of Diego Villa?
Yes, sir.
Quarterback.
Yes, sir.
What? I mean, we obviously saw him last year when he was at New Mexico State, but what challenges does he bring to the field?
He's a threat. He's different, but he's also a threat. He can run, he can pass. He's very accurate down, but I know he likes to scramble down the middle. So we scheming him up pretty well.
How much is contained going to play a huge role in that?
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%. That's one of our key points right now.
We've seen DeMarcus play more with those edge guys, kind of with your group. Eugene called him kind of the perfect quarterback spot. What have you seen from his game that has made him so successful and able to do that role for you guys?
DeMarcus young, but his energy speaks loud for himself in his game. He's going to be a great player down the road, but right now I feel like he's still learning, and like he's going to be very talented in the next couple of years.
Good.
All right, thanks, Keyron.
Yes, sir.
team that hadn't been giving up a lot of yards on the ground. What was working out for you guys?
I feel like our calls and our communication up front definitely helped Jarquez break holes, and they had a lot of schemed up plays, like a lot of pressure plays. So just to pick those up and get him holes, that was a major thing for us. So I feel like that was the most key thing we was going throughout the week because they were like the number 4 in the nation of run defense. So I feel like we just had to be real keyed up on what we were doing up front.
And Jarquez kind of put everyone in back and
Yes, sir.
some guys and stuff like that. How does that pump you up as an all-full line?
Man, we were just talking about that the other day. Like after the game, we were like, man, when he breaks a long one, like just seeing him run, he almost kicks his head the way he runs. So it's the way, like just seeing him run and break a long one, that just excites you because like all 5 guys up front did their job. So we had like 15 explosive runs. So that's just like a dream come true for our offensive line.
Bradyn, Coach Freeze said that at first they thought maybe you weren't quite big enough, and that, but talking about how much you loved Auburn and how that seemed to be something that pushed you to
Yes, sir.
to overcome whatever limitations.
Yes, sir.
You just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, my size definitely come into play, and I was thinking about that going into the Kentucky game. Going against guys that are like 6'5", 6'6". They think they can push me around, but it's not that easy because I've always dealt with that my whole life. Just going against guys in high school like Peter Woods and Tamarian Parker, like those dudes were always bigger than me, but they, you just know how this is gonna be with me. So, but yeah, and Auburn, I love Auburn. I just want to go out there. And I'm playing for the name in front of my chest and the back of my chest. So I'm back of my back. So I'm just thinking about those 2 names on every time I step on the field because I want to put on a show for everybody. People pay a lot of money to go sit in the stands and watch us play. So I feel like that's a reward for them to give their full effort to them.
Bradyn, what do you think was the turning point in this game? Maybe something that happened different than it had happened?
I feel like both sides of the ball were 100%. Like we were both going at it. When we got down 10-0 and we had that turnover, I feel like nobody, shook. We were still locked in. Like I feel like that was like the turning point because I feel like the past few games when we had a turnover or something like that or something bad go happen, we just put our hands down. And this game, I don't know why it was different, but it just felt different on the sideline. Like just going on the field, we were just confident what we were doing. I feel like we were real confident in the game plan and our players and stuff like that.